Hi guys, we are the Middletown Youth Coalition. I am Kobe Wilder.
I'm Earl Nelson.
I'm Laura Costa.
I'm Jesus Acosta.
Today we are talking about school engagement and what does it mean to be engaged in school. As you know, a lot of us have graduated either high school or are into college. The only one out of us four who are still in high school.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you do to stay in school? What is some advice you can give to other people to stay focused in school and make sure you do all your work?
Well, for me, I take a lot of classes that I think are fun to me, so I don't just go and take classes for the credits, essentially. So for me, I take engineering, and that applies a lot of stuff that you need in college, like mathematics, science. Like, I took college level calculus in that class, which is going to really help me when I go into college. And for example, in that class, they really help you stay engaged by little things like they put you in competitions for you to succeed in building stuff in the classroom, like robots. So you just compete with others, and it's very competitive. So you get to have fun.
What do you do in the class when you're taking a class that you don't like?
Well, I try to make the most out of it and just try to get through it, do the homework, and try to get that A, to get honors.
So whenever you're in school, like your main goal is to get honors?
Get good grades, yes. That might not be for everyone though, but...
See, for me, when I was in school, it was kind of different. Since I played football, my main thing that kept me engaged was making sure I had, kept my grades, because I've always been kind of a good student, so just making sure I kept my grades up, even if I had disagreement with that teacher or kids in that class, or if I was just struggling in the class, I just had to make sure that I did the work that I needed to do and did my homework, even if it wasn't on time, got it done, and just make sure I kept my grades up so I could keep playing football and any other activities I wanted to take part in.
So technically, you guys had a motivation.
Yeah.
Yes, to stay engaged in school. Yeah.
Did you have any motivation to stay engaged in school
Um,
when you were going through high school and college?
I did. With college, there was the first semester, when I started college, I wanted to get on the dean's list. So every semester I would try harder, even if I did not like the class, because there were some classes that you took and you were like, why am I taking this class? But my goal was to get on the dean's list, to apply for scholarships, to do all that. And so my motivation was I have to get good grades to get on that dean's list, to get a scholarship, to do all that. So that was my motivation. And that's how I stayed engaged in school. What about you, Kobe?
I was complete opposite of all of you guys. I never really actually had a motivation to keep myself in school. I did, because I was lazy. I didn't like to do anything. I looked out for future self, so I did extra work and I did all of my homework and turned it in 2 days early. That way, the future me didn't have to do anything.
I just thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Big brain.
I never thought. And one thing about me is I always procrastinate.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
So
where I get...
I would be doing the work in the class before the one to do, but just be trying to rush looking it up.
yeah.
I always try to get a copy of the teacher's schedule, whatever, and try to learn the lesson before he teaches it. That way, I can turn all the homework in, so I don't have to do.
So you
anything
were
in
an
class.
overachiever, even though you were
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah, I try to turn all my work in the first module, a section. That way, I could do absolutely nothing the rest
See,
of the class.
I was the opposite of you. I would turn it all in the last day. I would turn in the work that we started with. It'd be a 2-week segment, and I would be turning in first day stuff on the last day.
A lot of my teachers hated me because I was the know-it-all. But yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't change anything if I had to redo school.
But
So do you have any advice for people going into college?
Yeah,
seek
we're going
motivation?
to college. What are some things you can help us stay engaged?
one, like you said, know your like the syllabus
Mhm.
that they give you, you have to really know that. That really helps out, because sometimes in college the professors, they expect you to already know what's coming up next. So they're not going to be on you with, this is what we're going to be doing, this is what to do. No, you have to already know. So knowing your syllabus and studying your syllabus is really good. And actually taking time to study every week really helps. And emailing teachers if you have questions or something. And another thing, to stay engaged, and what I always tell everybody is that if you're going to college, you have to pick something you really want to do, because you don't want to go into college with something that you're still iffy about and not put all your effort in. And that's where a lot of people fall off, where they stop being engaged, because it's not their passion, it's not what they really want to do. And so that's my number one advice too with that.
That's some good
Yeah,
advice.
that's great advice.
So, you're in high school, right?
Mhm.
What are some things that you can give to the class of 2024, freshmen going into high school?
I would say just, most importantly, turn in your work on time, because it's pretty easy just to turn in your work, honestly. Like, if you just do it, even if, like you said, like the class ahead, you do it, it's still gonna count. Most of it's participation anyways, so it doesn't matter if you know it, but you just gotta put a tiny little bit of effort into it.
You know, what someone told me when I was going into freshman building is to try to do all the classes that you need to do, so your senior year can be just about having fun, and you don't have to have a class full of schedule full of classes, and then you can leave early, come in late, and have like a really relaxed senior year.
My mom told me that, actually.
Yeah.
Her senior year, she was the editor for the Notebook, so she had 2 classes and lunch. She had a class, lunch, and class, and the rest was study halls. So she came in for 2 classes and left.
Yeah, when
She
I
went
was
to school
in,
for an hour and a half.
yeah, when I
That's
was
cool.
in high school, that's how I got out of school at 12.
Jeez.
Yeah.
If I had to give some advice, it would be, even though it's freshman year, you might think that like what you do this year and these grades don't count because you have 3 more, and y'all can attest to this. That's not true. If you slack off freshman year, you're gonna be carrying that weight around until freshman year, still trying to pick your GPA back up.
Yeah.
And with school starting back up, there's the class of 2021 seniors. Do you have any advice for the seniors?
Well,
Any of you two?
I don't know, because this is a different school. Like, we haven't seen this kind of school like since we've been in school. Like, it all has to be virtual, like remote learning, some in class, some out of class. So just try and stay motivated. It'll be hard with people like being at home and comfortable, but gotta try and stay motivated.
But you guys were like half of your school
Yeah,
year
like
was,
most of our school year was online and at home.
yeah, when you guys were
Um,
seniors. Right?
Yeah. Well, for me it was because I went to Butler Tech. They gave us a computer and we still had to do our work. If you do choose to do online class, the one thing that really helps is getting up at the same time that you would a normal school day and getting dressed like you're going to go do something. Don't lounge around in your pajamas doing
Yeah.
schoolwork, because you won't do anything. You won't get nothing done. Act like it's a normal school day and just focus. Focus on future self. Do you guys have anything else? Anything to add?
No. No.
Well, thank all of our viewers for being here. If you guys have any suggestions or any topics you would like to see done, please leave them in the comments. And with that, we will see you next time.